Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you've had a great night, a great evening. Shook off this crazy Monday we had yesterday. I know it was crazy for me, but I think I found the source of my frustration. I realized my two charts weren't lined up. There was the VWAP's about 5 to 10 cents off between charts. So when I'm looking and when I went back and looked at it last night, all of the moving averages are off as well. So any trades I took based off my DOS charts did not fare well because the setup never completed. So when I was waiting for confirmation, it confirmed on one chart, but it didn't on the other chart. So I think I kind of eliminated that level of frustration, but that was pretty interesting. All right, but the message I have for you this morning is reinvent yourself. Now, sometimes we have to reinvent ourselves. Yesterday we talked about, you owe you. You got to look in the mirror and you have to take responsibility for everything that you've done. Um, and to this point. And sometimes when you look in yourself in the mirror and you're trying to figure out where you need to go from here, you realize you probably aren't the person that you need to be to get to the next level. And it's not a bad thing. I don't know how many of you know or are familiar with professional basketball, but everybody should know who Michael Jordan is. And when he first started playing, when he first went to the Bulls, I mean, he was showing out. He was he was just a scoring machine. Every day, he would score 50, 60 points. But his team wouldn't win. He'd get to the playoffs and he would just go off. His team wouldn't win. He'd win dunk contests. He'd win, all of these contests, all these individual accolades, but his team wouldn't win. So he looked himself in the mirror one day and realized that he needed to reinvent himself. He needed to start playing defense. He needed to start passing the ball more. He needed to start getting his teammates involved in the game. And once they did that, they started winning championships. So we as traders, we have to realize that who we are now, we may only get to a certain point. We'll never cross over. So we have to reinvent ourselves. We have to look and figure out what do we need from ourselves to be a better trader. Do we need to change some habits? Do we need to change the way we think and we react to certain things? And I'm saying this because I had to reinvent myself. There came a time where I had to sit down and say, look, I'm not who I need to be. What do I need to change to get there? And that's what I did, and it helped me tremendously. So think about that. When you look in yourself in the mirror and you're guaranteeing yourself that success, you're that same guarantee that we look to get from other people when we buy something or when we buy a service, and they guarantee that it's going to do this in 30 days, and if it doesn't, you want your money back. Well, you're going to have to give yourself that same guarantee. And as part of that deal, you're going to have to reinvent yourself. You're going to have to become that person you need to be in order to be successful and to reach that next level. Alright, so our scans are pretty slow today, but KRS really gave us a good opportunity at the pre-market. Now, unfortunately, I'm on the rotation and taking my son to school, so I was not here. Let me get the chart up here. so you can see it. I was not here to catch this move, and this happened right at 8 o'clock, right when the conference call hit. We rejected VWAP, and you see this was a nice strong move from like 38.30s down to the 36.60s right now. So yeah, I'm looking for a pullback and a rejection here to get short. You know, I missed this move, I'll try to catch the second move. But this was a beautiful pattern, and this is what I try to teach, and I try to show you guys that this is a solid, safe pre-market pattern. You've got all this resistance up above, and once you fail, you could get in the trade using this resistance as a guide. That once we break over it, the trade is dead. You need to get out. So these are the easy pre-market setups. You know, they're safe, and until you're comfortable with it, just take small size. That's all you need to do. So we need to look at the daily chart here again. All right. Since we have gap down, I need to try to find the levels around where we're trading right now. I doubt if we'll wash out down here, but I'll mark it anyway to give me a frame of reference. Looks like we're pretty good in here. Yeah, all these levels have been hit, so we're good. Let's go back to the 5-minute and see what we're looking like on the 5-minute chart. Yep, we're sitting right on support here at 36.66. So hopefully we can get a bounce and a retest of this early enough for me to get a trade here pre-market. Not sure that it will happen though, but just in case. That's what I'm looking for right now. Nothing else on the scan. Let's look over here at the main gapper scan and see if there's anything of interest here. Let's see, NOV. It's got 27,000 shares, but .8% gap. That might be working on something. CKRS. Nothing going on right now. Other than KORS, that's the only stock I see on point right now. This is a quick, easy morning so far. Unless something else pops up, I don't really see anything. TEVA is not on any of the gap scans. Let me see what that looks like. Let's see. I guess it hadn't got down, and percent wise it hasn't hit yet. But we've only got almost $1 here. Almost $1. Let me check. Let me see what's up with this. I didn't have to look up KRS because I knew already that I already knew. Okay, that's why it didn't hit. 100 billion share float or 1 billion share float. That's why it didn't hit my scan, because of the float. But it's right on the edge here. Yeah, the CEO parts ways. So that might be a decent catalyst here. I think just because the float is high, I might be able to work with it. Seeing as how our list is short, we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, TEVA. Let's see, what price are we trading at right now? $33.35. So we're in this gap right here. So let me see if I could go back and find anything. Nope, I don't see too much around where we're trading. I don't see much. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's just go back to the daily chart and see. Yeah, we're in a pretty decent window here. Pretty decent window. So that was a good eye on Tiva. Yeah, the volume is low, but the we've got over 50,000 shares traded so far this morning. So that's a good sign. That's always a good sign. So this would give us possibly a decent pre-market trade if it loses the VWAP now and confirms. We may get a move down, but as long as we're sitting above all of this, there's no short trade for me. We just have to sit back and wait to see um how the market interprets this news. That's really the key, is how is the market going to interpret this news. Let's see. 3.5. All right, I don't see anything else. Yeah, we are starting to lose. We're starting to lose the VWAP here. The problem is, I mean, we do have a big window down here, but how much will it be able to fade pre-market? That's kind of the question. You know, how much can it fade pre-market? That's gonna be the question. KRS is losing that 3666 level, but we didn't get a defined bounce. That would be a good short. You know, if we got a defined bounce. That's kind of, let's see, this KRS. You know, I wanted a nice bounce to where it touched the 9 or something like that, and then roll over. That would give me conviction to take the trade. So that's kind of what I was looking for. Mm. No, we haven't looked at VMOC. What's going on with that with VMOC? Let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. Or is it VMC? VMC, not VMOC. I'm adding my own letter to it. Yeah, it just kind of choppy this morning. No good pre-market action. So no interest in it right now. I think it just hit the scan not too long ago, but this is not this is ugly pre-market action. Ugly chart. All right, so I believe that's gonna do it for me this morning. Not much really to look at. Um, TEVA and KORS will be the only stocks I'm watching right now. I don't see much of anything else going on out there. Not that's of interest to me. Just pretty slow morning starting out. But it doesn't matter. All it takes is one. We find one stock that's set up that gives us a solid opportunity that can make our day. All right, so you guys stay green. Remember to trade for skill, not for money. We want to make sure we want to trade the chart. We want to make sure we're hitting our marks and we're doing the things that we need to do in order to nail the trade. That's what we need to be doing. And remember, if there are no moves, there's nothing wrong with sitting on your hands. We live to fight another day. The market is open every day, but our setups and the opportunities are not going to be there every day. So we want to make sure that the days that we don't have the opportunity, that we sit on our hands and we wait until we get a good setup. All right, guys, so take it easy. Have a good day, and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. See if we can build some more winners.